Hi, this is Trinita, Body Rehab Fitness, coming to you in the second quarter, the second half of 2024. Today is actually July 1st. My lips are going to get twisted a lot, but I'll try and enunciate just so that you can get this message that I'm going to give to you. It is executing the plan. So it's the second half of the year. And in January 2024, I did a vision board workshop and it was very successful. I had few people here and I have few people on Zoom. Now I am coming to you via podcast and YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe if you like this information that I'm going to give to you today. So, in the second half, how far have we gotten with our goals? I know some of you guys said, I'm going to read 20 books and I'm going to do this. I even said stuff. Let me not even lay it all on you guys, but let's talk about myself. Most of this is why I'm recording it, is to document it for myself. So, here we'll go with what have I accomplished since January? Quite a bit. There has been the scheduling, getting my schedule down with the new job and making sure I have time to exercise, have fun, and get organized. So, and eat healthy. I've been doing a great job. Don't you agree? I'm still taking care of myself. I'm still planning trips and getting other businesses up and running, ways to make myself financially secure or whole, as well as savings. So I will revisit what I talked about in January, just so that you guys, if you're watching it now, brand new, fresh, it's a whole different vibe here today. I am at the downtown Joliet Library, and I am going to give you the information to execute the plan. So if you haven't gotten off to a good start in January, it's not too late. Every day that you wake up, you have been blessed to see your vision, your dream, your goals come to fruition. So what is this execute the plan that you speak of? And what does that mean? It's time to put the blueprint into action. Those goals and those vision boards that we all made in January, we need to revisit them. But if this is your first vision board, or you've done several, I've done several back in 2019. I started a vision board, and you'll see a little picture there of what it looked like. It was on paper, but I had to start to see things change differently in my life. And baby, let me tell you, it has been a journey. I don't expect to write these things down on the vision board and like the next day it happens. It's a little bit of work involved in it. But in 2019, I started on a piece of paper. And then 2020 was the pandemic. So everything stopped. There was no goals, visions. We were just trying to survive. And then in 2019, 2021, I apologize, 2024, because we're moving forward. 2021, we were starting to grieve. We were getting acclimated with a new normal, which has not become normal. It's become total chaos, but we have to bring it into where we want it to be. So that's by visioning, writing it goals, the life that you want to create. The chaos may be there, but we have a goal to do. I have a goal to do. I need to see where I'm going to fit into this whole dynamic. I'll talk a little bit about it because 2024, there's an election year. There's the Olympics. We're very excited about things that are starting to happen, things that we have to look forward to. So counting this as a 5-year plan, 3 months, 6 months, it's just where we have to put it into perspective as far as our goals. So, and then 2022 was hot girl summer. Yeah, that was the summer that we just started losing our minds. We got BBLs, we was twerking, we was doing everything. It was just being free and expressing ourselves and finding out who we really were in life. And I did. I did. I got a BBL. Yeah, I got one. A Bible-based living. That's what I got. I cut out a lot of those things to for hot girl summer with self-care, and I started to take care of myself. I started to get massages, change jobs, read my Bible more, and envision a different outcome from the past of the way I was to how I want it to be. So now here it is, 2024. We're still executing the plan. So I feel that I have enough knowledge to give you guys a way to execute the plan. I think I got 10 steps. I'm going to go through them really quickly so you can jot these down if you like. There will be subtitles to this, but when you wrote this vision board, you want to make sure that it's beneficial. You want to make sure you're getting the most out of doing a vision board, because now people don't even want to do a vision board. First of all, they don't want you all up in their business. So they keep that thing private to themselves. That is totally up to you. It also means that it's time to put the vision and goals into action. That is what executing the plan is. So whether you have this vision board out in the open or you're keeping it personal and private, these will be very beneficial to you to know how to execute the plan. So first of all, it's time to capitalize on the vision and make sure your goals are achieved. Vision is the ability to think about or plan the future with imagination or wisdom. Jeremiah 29:11. I only have a few Bible verses, but I'm telling you, Bible-based living is how I think, and I know I have achieved most of my goals. And we'll continue to talk about that throughout the podcast, throughout this YouTube. So if this is something that you feel is for you, hooray. But even if you feel like you don't want to listen to anybody talk about the Bible and talk about Jesus Christ or anything like that, I still think that this message is for you, because we all want the same things. We all want to be kind. We want to be nice. We want to be respected. We want to live a happy life with our friends and families. So not only is this just for Bible-based living people, it's for everyday people. And I wish that this could be extended out to each and every person. I talked about the vision, the ability to plan for the future and make long-term goals. Manifesting or manifestation. Although the definition is the act of making something happening by imagining it and consciously thinking that it will happen. Sounds like prayer to me. Many people have different interpretations, but for me, it means faith and prayer. So basically, you can manifest and envision how you would like a certain outcome to be, but you can't sit there and wait, but you do have to do the work. It will not magically appear. You have to do the work. So previously, I talked about why writing goals is beneficial, and it has many reasons. People who write goals add value to what they're doing. Writing down goals keeps you on track, helps with progress, makes it plain. People are more successful when they write down their goals. These are called millionaires. So I listened to on another YouTube channel, this Terry Seville, and she's got that little voice where she talks real high. She's a cheerleader of dreams. She wants you, or thinks that it would be a good idea for you to put pictures with it. So, I mean, whatever it takes for you to visually see it and achieve it. First of all, you got to think about it. What do you want to accomplish? We're going to start with 30 days. We're going to start with the first 30 days. That's as much as we'll go with. What happens when you write down the goals? Then you'll start to get more accomplished. It helps you visualize the future. You stay motivated. You hold yourself accountable. So we have to be smart. That smart means that we are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. So specific, you have to specifically think about what that goal is. Measuring, is it something that is long term? You need at least a year or 2 or 6 months to accomplish. You have to measure it. You have to find how you're going to achieve it. You're going to have to write down what steps you're going to take to achieve it. It has to be realistic, but sometimes I find that the more outwardly or imagination you have, the more the greatest things, all you have to do is ask for them. And then it has to be timely. Like I said, when do you think you'll achieve it by? What's your time frame for that? So there's this worksheet that was developed in 1981, and it's been used to track management goals and objectives for personal, financial, and business goals. Most times mine was I learned these things from working in the dental field and creating other businesses and things like that, women's empowerment. They want you to write down your goals. So now I am going to add to those goals and what those goals will look like with travel and retirement, since I'm of an age to, start thinking about that. So how do I execute the plan with those steps? So I am going to evolve, please. Evolve, please. That's step number 1. We have to grow. Leave something in 2023 and even the first part of 2024. Please don't bring it into the next month. So if you said in January that you were going to clean up some things, some procrastination and things like that, or time management, getting up early, you need to start to get it in your schedule that's what you're going to do. Number 2 is ease the pain. You're going to deal with your emotions, especially the painful ones. Grief, anxiety, depression, you're going to replace them with love, kindness, patience, goodness, humility, faith. You are going to start to try and ease the pain and evolve all in the same time. So it's going to take a little bit of work to do, all right? The prescription that we adopted for self-care and self-love, these are steps that we need to do to kind of get over grief. Nobody knows how long it'll take you to grieve, but to lessen it, you got to help yourself, or you're going to dip down right into that grief and depression and stay there. So you got to try and climb up out of there by taking time for yourself. Get therapy. Get some therapy. Eliminate negativity. That means you might have to let some friends go. Surround yourself with happiness. Do things that make you happy. Develop a hobby. Keep it moving. Take time to be in your feelings. But joy comes in the morning. Joy comes in the morning. And then there's that song, Joy and Pain. It seems like they always come together, but you can't stay there. You gotta try and get out of there. So number 3 to executing the plan is equal promotions. How do we execute the plan when we suffer from a lack of equality? Like I said, this is an election year. It is absolute chaos out there. And all I'm trying to do is live and fight for myself. It's life is life, and the math ain't mathin'. So that'll be a whole nother story about how do I get equal promotions for the work that I'm putting in that the same other person is, or you have lacked to give me over the years. We need to figure out how to create equal promotions for each and every individual. We got to fight for our rights to party. We got to go back to the basics. Everyone needs to learn to respect one another. I would take that first over anything. Once you respect me, you will learn that equal promotions is just a necessity for us to thrive together. So, everyone should be privileged. Privileged women have become empowered people, and we are making sure we are serving ourselves, other women, and the community. That's those women empowerment groups. They are empowering each other. They're empowering people. They're trying to empower equal promotions. We're trying to fight for it, but it has to start with respect. We have to learn how to go back to the basics where we are saying please and thank you and excuse me and pardon me, and not being so quick to be road rage because you see it's construction and I've probably been waiting there for 10 minutes. You there, let me get a little bit, but then you pull out in front of me. Am I going to lay on my horn? I have. I'm going to get rid of this road rage and just say, hey, maybe, they've been waiting there for a long time, or maybe, I don't know, but I have to practice patience in all of this. In each and every one of these goals, I have to have love in my heart, respect for other people, and we just have to go back to the basics of being kind to one another. Okay? So that's how we're going to that's the basics of starting with equal promotions and empowering each other. So I said, empowered people, we're making sure we are serving ourselves, other women, and the community. Use your voice. Helping others, volunteering, and voting can help place in a level playing field. That can place everything on a level playing field. Everybody starts off as the same, okay? It doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man, here they go with all that stuff. But as far as how you treat me, we should all be treating each other the same across the board. And then this was one that people shouted out, that when they want to change their visions, their goals, they wanted to end procrastination. Stop being lazy. Let me get rid of this off of my screen. But if you don't work, you don't eat. And I know sometimes, even for me, I am requiring in my old age, my golden years, my self-care, I'm requiring a little bit more sleep. But I can't let that sleep allow me to be lazy. And it's very hard to do with time change. You have low energy and life be life. And like I said, but you have got to set yourself on a schedule, get yourself up, get things prepared ahead of time. And that's one of the ways to end procrastination. End procrastination by creating a schedule. Start the day on a positive experience. And don't overwhelm yourself by putting down 10 things on a list and trying to get everything down, pulling everything out, and then you have nowhere to go. You start with one project at a time, 3 things on your to-do list. And I say 3. I know that's a common number, but Trinita, try 3. I think in 3s that you should try and only eliminate like morning, noon, and night activities that you can get done in the hour or in the day. So take vitamins. And here I am preaching to the crowd, but not following my own advice, because I've been on a little bit of a break. So I haven't been in schedule because of the 4th of July coming up. I haven't taken my vitamins. My ginkgo biloba has got my memory off. So I need to follow the schedule. Exercise, and drink your water. Discipline and staying consistent. That is what I teach as a fitness coach. And yes, I'm human, but yeah, the more you stick to a schedule, counting out all of the 24 hours in the day, it really helps you to stay on track And that is a very good way for you to end procrastination. You wake up in the morning, you pray, you lay. That's what I do. And then I make my bed. Then I get myself together as far as brushing my teeth or reading my Bible. I have a very strict schedule because I work different schedules or times during the day. It's easier for me to create a schedule. And then if you are expecting prosperity, that is one of the main keys to executing the plan. Expect prosperity, the condition of being successful and thriving. Like, you're not putting all these goals together just to do it and look at it. You got to expect prosperity and abundance of flourishing. You never see sad things on a vision board. You have to celebrate your goals and achievements, whether that's a house, a car, a new job. Prosperity is not always financial. Prosperity encompasses health and happiness, your mental health, your ability to live happily. So expect prosperity when you execute the plan. You stay focused, keep writing, keep taking notes. If there's something that you want to add to your notes that you can do for yourself, it's a good time because everything is going to have to be laid out on paper. That's what I should have told you. Grab a piece of paper and pencil so that you can write some of these tips down to help you. So we need to experience purpose and pleasure. Now that we know our why, what are we going to do with it? So we know why we want to make these goals. We've been dreaming, we've been sleeping, we've been praying, we've been singing. Now that we know our why, what are we going to do with it? We're going to experience the purpose and the pleasure of the vision board. For me, travel, spa days, hobbies. I've taken up gardening. It is the most relaxing thing I could ever do for myself. Self-help groups. Do things that make you happy and experience purpose. Equipment performance. That requires a checklist. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. I talked about the Olympics. These people have been in this for 4 years, just about as much time as I've been on my vision goal journey. And now I'm expecting to see some results by executing this plan with this playbook that I have. Athletes definitely have to review a playbook. Athletes have to be trained, and they seek the advice of their trainers, and healthcare professionals may be required. Getting your teeth checked, getting your eyes checked, do your blood work, see a nutritionist, get some physical therapy. Athletes are disciplined. They require organization to make sure their equipment works while they are going to achieve their tasks. Prepare daily, nightly, weekly, monthly, seasonally, yearly. Stay prepared at all times. This requires you to become equipped and prepared. Equipped and prepared, making sure that you're setting yourself up at night with your clothes out, your workout clothes, all of your devices are charged, your meals are prepped. Pick a day of the week to prep your meals. Make sure you have the days that you're going to exercise. Elevate and progress. That means network and extend grace to yourself and to others. This is how you will achieve your goals. This is how you will execute the plan. We still have the last half of 2024 to get this done. We'll revisit this back maybe in a couple of months or at the beginning of the next year. But follow my YouTube shorts for ways to execute this plan. And I thank you and I appreciate you. My name is Trinita with Body Rehab Fitness, and I will see you soon.